Hi everyone, this is Felicia Jones with iFind You Clothes, and I am going live. It has been a while since I've been live, so it may be a little clunky, but I am here to tell you a little bit more about what we're doing with iFind You Clothes. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I am doing a pivot because, I have a new office that's not necessarily on land right now. But with this new life change is bringing some changes to I Find You Clothes. And I wanted to take some time to give you a little bit of the behind the scenes of what this is all going to look like, the access that you're going to have going forward. So um, let's go ahead and jump into this. And I think that my video is live. So that's good. So that's perfect. Uh, so let me go ahead and I'm going to bring this up. So the thing with I Find You Clothes now, of course, if you've been around for a while, you know that we are, this is a platform where I do the research and I post speaking opportunities weekly. And I've been doing that since 2019. And I realized that there were a few gaps that have been missing with this overall service that I've provided. And that is a little bit about having a solid business and also a solid plan to land speaking opportunities. So going forward, the new vision and direction of I Find You Clothes is to talk to solo business owners who are not necessarily going and trying to be a big time professional speaker. It is to use public speaking as a way to market their business, meaning you're going to take on opportunities so that you can close clients from the stage, make money at events, get referrals for clients, and maybe referrals for another gig so that you can wash, rinse, repeat, and start this whole cycle again. But the basis of I Find You Clothes going forward is about building a solid business for a solo business owner where you get to determine what's enough for you, what you're looking for, and to live the life that we all say we want it. Because right now, my lifestyle, I am living on a boat right now, and we all got into business and we said we all wanted more time to travel, be with friends, family, and also, to be able to make money when life is throwing you a bunch of lemons and bad oranges. So we still want to be able to have those systems in place so that we can still make some money, determine what's enough, what is your version of success, and to give you some time so that you can go outside and play when you want to, but still make money. So that's going to be the basis of I Find You Clothes. Now, for those of you who are current subscribers, we're still going to be delivering speaking opportunities every Monday. Nothing is going to change with that. You're still going to be able to do that, but we're going to just add to it. So if you still want speaking opportunities, they will be there, but just know the content and everything around the community that we're building is going to be for those solo business owners who want to use speaking as a way to market their business. So with that, I want to give you a little bit of a tease of what is going to look like going forward. Now, I will say one of the biggest challenges I've had with changing life, running a business is managing the time. And I'm okay with the fact that this is a solo business. I have stopped trying to chase that dream of having a large business and having tons and tons of employees. You know what? I know what this is. This is a solo business, and I've always wanted to figure out a way to manage it solo. And I know a lot of business owners are in that same boat. It's just, I mean, literally, is you want a solo business and you want it to be successful and to meet the goals that you've reached, that you're trying to reach, which is absolutely possible. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, so with that, I've been trying to figure out how to be more efficient with my time and easy and making things just a little easier for me so I can deliver for you. And one of the things with the current setup of I Find You Clothes, I do my research, I put all of my research in one place, and then I have to copy and paste, and I wish there isn't a magical way to do this, and put it into the platform that we're currently using, which is based on Thinkific. Of course, I could build a website. I can do that. I've built tons of websites. They are a lot to manage. And I'm okay with using technology and using things that are there, but what I'm going to do going forward is strip away all of that and give you access to exactly what it is that I am doing. So I just wanted to show you what this is. The way I do my research, I use Trello. Nothing magical about what I'm using. I use Trello for just about everything when it comes to business, and I've really loved it for research. This is how, when I was searching for gigs for me, this is how I kept up with everything. This is how I keep up with tasks. But for now, this is how I manage and find gigs here for iFind You Close. Now, one of the things that I am going to do is to give you access to this. That's it. You get to see my brainchild. You're going to see bits and pieces. Now, you're not going to get the entire year, because I know some of y'all are going to try to take the whole thing and try to create a business out of that. So what we're going to be doing is building a community of trust. Like, look, don't be shady. Don't be shady and ruin it for everyone else. Once you get access to it, yes, take what you need, go do what you need to do, come back, get a little bit more, do what you need to do. We're not going to be in this whole just taking people's stuff just for fun, because you can. And I've been down that path with lawyers. It costs a lot of money to do that, but you know what? That's what you got to do to protect your stuff. But there will be a little bit of a trust that's going to happen when you get to access what I have. But I really do want it to be easy for me to manage, but also easy for you. I want you to see the notes on everything that I'm doing. I want you to see the contacts. If you want to reach out to someone directly to see if you can get on stage, if you want to make deals with people, not everything is going to have all the contact information. You're going to get what I'm able to find. But the biggest thing is, I just want to make it easier for you to get the information you need, and then you can take it, use it for your own Trello board, or however you manage whatever it is that you do when it comes to keeping up with gigs. So this is going to be one component. As you can see, I got to do that. This is going to be one component of what's going to happen going forward for iFind You Close. For those of you who are still paying for the current service, nothing's going to change. I'm still going to do that extra work to put it over in Thinkific, what you have access to now. But I will say in about a year or so, we're going to start weaning ourselves out of that particular platform and going over here so that you can have access to this. And then inside of this, I will also give you access to any and everything that I find that I think would be a great resource for you as a solo business owner. And that was originally the plan with iFind You Close. I was just going to find the things that I think were useful for you to build your business, because all the things that I found, they were useful for me. All of the opportunities to write were useful. Grants were useful. I wasn't always searching for those, but they were useful. I won a grant. The awards were useful to build credibility. And of course, there were the speaking opportunities. So the 99% of what you're going to find over in this is going to be speaking opportunities. But if anything else pops up that I think is useful, it's going to go on the board and you will have access to that. So I'm really excited about it. The biggest challenge with trying to create a lifestyle around the business is trying to be more efficient. It's just trying to be more efficient. I did have a lot of things, and I do have a lot of things set up in place that make this worthwhile. So when there are the roller coasters in life, things can still keep going. And I just need to show up and do my part, but also give space to expand when necessary. So I'm trying to bring a little bit of that lifestyle mentality over into iFind You Close, so that, it's not necessarily building a lifestyle business, but I think a lot of us have been working really hard, spinning in circles, trying to achieve success based on other people's ideals of success when it comes to running a business. And I want to bring it back to me, and I want to bring it back to you, us as a collective, so that we can determine what is success for us, what is enough, what will give us the peace, the sanity, and the ability to go out and play, because that's always going to be the big one. That was what I wanted to do when I first started the business, was to create something around being able to go and enjoy life. And of course, I'm at that age now where, you get to see how life keep doing some things to folks. So I want us all to have the ability to enjoy it, to make some money, to do something that we enjoy, and not make it easy, because you're going to do some hustle. I will say this: running a business is not for the faint of heart. So you will be doing some hustling, but we still want to get to that point where we can find a little peace and some balance. Some balance. It's not going to be perfectly balanced, but some balance. So this is one component of the future of iFind You Close. For those who will sign up in the future, we're going to launch into a Patreon community. I'm going to introduce that to you next week of what that's going to look like. But this is just going to be one component of what's going to be different for those coming in the future. You'll get access to this, and I think you'll be able to take notes. And to see directly the information, be able to click on things and just go and apply for the gig, or get the information that you need so that you can go and build your business. So with that, if you do have any additional questions about iFind You Close, or anything that we're doing and what's going on with the future of iFind You Close, all you got to do is drop a comment in the comment box. For those of you who are currently subscribers for a paid service and getting the speaking opportunities, all you have to do is just reply back to the emails at support@ifindyouclose.com. Otherwise, I am going live every Wednesday on Instagram, on our Instagram channel, on the Instagram account. If you go watch the stories, you'll see what's going on over there. And I'm going to come to you live every week, just giving you a little bit of what the future is going to be like. And I'll go back and look at what we're doing right now. So this is just the future if iFind You Close. If you got any questions, you know how to find me. See ya.